The dream is over now. There are reasons to win. There are reasons to lose. But they don't seem important now. I had meaning within, but no time left to choose. I'd give in, but I don't know how. And we knew that the dream is over. We held on till there was nothing left. Yes, we knew that the dream is over, though I'll love you to my dying breath. Oh, the dream is over. Oh, the dream is over. Oh, the dream is over now. How could we come so far and yet not move at all? Standing still was a better deal. We lost our shooting star, now we're faced with the fall. I don't know where our chance is real. And we knew that the dream is over. We held on till there was nothing left. Yes, we knew that the dream is over, though I'll love you to my dying breath. Oh, the dream is over. Oh, the dream is over. Oh, the dream is over now. Did we both say too much, but yet not hear a thing? Should we have said nothing all this time? Was there something we touched? Was there some rock still to cling? All this guilt, but we see no crime. And we knew that the dream is over. We held on till there was nothing left. Yes, we knew that the dream is over, though I love you to my dying breath. Oh, the dream is over. Oh, the dream is over. Oh, the dream is over now. A new bed. Faces coming back of me from out of my mind. The past went down in flames, but I can't leave it behind. And every word is poison, every deed is corrupt. And in the deal of destiny, my cards all fell face up. Voices never talk to me, so I don't reply. And when I'm on my last excuse, then I'll find out why. I've been on the furthest coast, and I've stared at each sea. And I have met so many men, but I never met me. Are you going back again? A voice asked inside. Threaten me with hate and greed, but I know where to hide. Your prisoner in the tower, will she throw down her hair? Will she open up Pandora's box and show what lies in there? As one hand will betray you, one hand will submit, and one word will convince you if you can make it fit. Some palaces you have called home, though you don't visit there. If I could hold the door for you, we'd still have a day to share. more than that to me. The sky is empty, like the eyes of the dead. The song you sent me caused my dreams to run red. But somehow I've survived. Somehow I'm still alive. The day is crying for the night to return, and time is flying, but do we ever learn? And somehow I've survived. Somehow I'm still alive. Each word is silent, but their wounds run so deep. And where the time went is the secret to keep. But somehow I've survived. Somehow I'm still alive. The chance is passing. We held it while we could. We've gone past asking. We saw bad and we saw good. And somehow I've survived. Somehow I'm still alive. Still trying to turn off the light. I tried and failed again tonight. Somehow I can't turn off the light. I pray each time I'll get it right, but still I fail. I've lost in everything I do. I've lost myself since I lost you. I've lost my soul and spirit too. My goodbye tale. I want to quit. I want release. I just want to know some peace. I want all this evil luck to cease. Please show me how. Let me reach the rainbow's end, meet someone who'll be my friend, and who'll return the love I sent. I need them now. I face the wall and face the truth. I'm not strong enough to act. The die is cast. I can't go back. I can't go on. So face me down on Sunset Street. Lay your wreath upon my feet. And as I lay me down to sleep, please play my song. The walls close in and I can't breathe. Let me have the strength to leave. Give me one last lie to believe, some rock to hold. My friends betrayed me yesterday. Did I need them anyway? They can't hurt now, whatever they say. I'm long since gone. If I don't wake up from this, you ask me why I dress in black, but it just reflects my soul. You talk to me about turning back, but that's never been my goal. You lash me to the mast, then you show me to the door. You take away my masks, and I can't take any more. I let you see inside me once, and it nearly drove you blind. When each day lasts for 16 months, then you know you've lost your mind. Beat me with your curfew, then break me with your rules. While I live, I curse you, all you petty little fools. You know I'll return to haunt you. In that, my victory's assured. And while I still breathe, I'll taunt you, though it brings me scant reward. No, I will not wear your chains. Ostracize me if you must. When you live with my level of pain, hope is just rain in the dust. You ask me why I take so much. It's what I need to survive. I'm just waiting for Jesus' touch, my heart and soul to revive. Let me reach the summit just once before I repent. A race? But who won it? The answer is heaven sent. Hello. Thank you for listening to this video, watching this video. My name is Paul Murphy. As you will have seen on the title bar, this is one of the Lost Lyrics series. These have kind of evolved. I think this must be about number 30, and so I'm trying to do the backstories to the songs, what little I know of them in some cases, at the end. I call them songs because they are song lyrics, and I hear the music. Even this is the first time I've read this in almost 29 years. This is a bunch of songs that one certainly needs to discuss. I'll give you the brief backstory to the Lost Lyrics, which are literally, as it says, at some point 25 years ago, I put a whole heap of song lyrics. When I say a whole heap, we're talking about 600 so far, and still 2 box files to go. I put them all in a series of box files. Those box files were placed in a huge plastic container, which then got lost. The irony of being a huge plastic container that got lost is not lost on me, pun intended. But luckily they have been rediscovered, and what I'm trying to do is anthologize them by making these videos of them, so that they can go out there online and they will exist. It's quite a paradox, and this is an important one to mention in this instance. I should just say on a diversity here that I don't look at these beforehand. This is the closest I've come to looking at them, any of the ones, and I've done about 250 lyrics so far in prose readings. In that they were all in a plastic. Some of them are contained in plastic. There's a heap of them. There will be a heap of them in plastic wallets inside Exhibit A, the box file. And this particular video here, all the pieces that I have read here were all written on the same day, the 5th of December 1994. and I think it's pretty obvious. And the other ones, it was contained in another heap. All these here are written on the 6th of the 12th, and that will be a separate video. Those were written on the 7th. So I haven't looked at those yet, but I'm imagining they'll be more the same. These, I think it's very important to tell the story behind these lyrics. Not that I know the story as such, but it's pretty obvious that for whatever reason, on the 5th of December 1994, I was in a very, very, very bad place, as the parlance of today is. They've all been written in one pad. They are still sealed together. The first one I did get around to putting music to. Now I'm just checking the chord actually. G, C, F, F sharp. Okay, well, positive chords at least. So to make an index, so The Dream Is Over Now was written at 19:58 p.m. on the 5th of the 12th, 1994, on the sofa. It also says, there's a little annotation there, that I was drunk and something up to the eyeballs, which doesn't, I'm not entirely sure that is the case. Firstly, the handwriting is pretty neat for someone who is claiming at the bottom that he is he's slightly, or more than slightly, under the influence of something. Secondly, the first song seems to have been just a one-off, so I've done the lyric and then I've picked up a guitar and composed the music to it. And thirdly, I don't drink, and I've only been drunk maybe half a dozen times since 1983, maybe, because I didn't drink anything from 80. I stopped drinking about 1980, and then there were just odd nights when one would have a drink, and because they're so infrequent, I can kind of remember them, and as for anything else, I mean, I don't know what I'm insinuating there, but I don't take drugs. I've got no time for them whatsoever. So I don't know what that is. Maybe I was just trying to make myself a little bit more rock and roll than I was. But anyway, so The Dream Is Over was written in 19:58 p.m. When it says the time on them, that is the time that I finished writing the song. So when the lyrics come to me all in one go, 99% of the time. As you've probably seen if you've been watching these, you know that just everything, even last week, it is the 23rd of May, 2020, 24th of May 2023 today, and last week I wrote a 20-verse song, Cain and Abel, and again, I just started, I just had the first line. 10 pages and 20 verses later I had the song and a very sore rest. A New Bed. Did I actually read that one? I guess I did. A New Bed was written at 20:22 p.m. again on the sofa. So that took me 24 minutes to write. Then more to me than that. I wrote at 20:49, so again 27 minutes to write that song. Then there's a gap. Still Trying to Turn Off the Light. That was written at 22:53 p.m. and the handwriting is whoa dear. I didn't really want to destroy them, and so the handwriting is deteriorated muchly by then, but then again it's late. For some reason at the end of I may have to turn off the still trying to turn off the light. There's just a strange line on the bottom that says, I may have to change my name to Rasputin. Oh, I get the reference. I know it. I get it now. Yeah. And if I don't wake up from this, it was written at 23:25 p.m. So just before midnight. This is going under rapidly. And then someone played Moon River for me. A good song. The reason I'm chuckling then is because the last thing I saw on the internet before I came over here to record these songs, to record these poems, is that Eric Clapton and friends, it says, played Moon River at the Jeff Beck concert last night. Now, isn't that kind of spooky? So I'm over there purely by chance, and I was on YouTube uploading some of my videos, and it says, you know, recommended for you, Moon River, Jeff Beck and friends, Eric Clapton and friends, Jeff Beck tribute, and then here we are, and I go through this here. What I think I need to skip forward and mention some urgency here. Those lyrics were written by someone in a very, very, very bad place, seemingly thinking, just from the titles, thinking that there's no point in anything, didn't want to be around, had seen too many sunrises. Who knows? I've got no idea why, even though I am, you know, Paul Murphy, and it was me and my younger guys that wrote that. But as I make this video here now, and the reason that lost lyrics have been discovered is because I'm dying of functional motor neurological disease, and I'm in the end stage of my life, literally the end stage of my life. And the only reason lost lyrics have come into the daylight is because I was trying to get as much of my affairs in order as possible, seeing what is where, throwing out as much as I could, trying to save the valuables for the solicitors to sell off and hopefully raise some money for my beautiful babies. Forget that guy there. That guy didn't know what a bad day was. You don't know what a bad day is until you are begging through all the pain, all the infirmity, through the squalor in which you end up living at the end, begging for another day to be on the planet, just so that my beautiful children, not out of selfishness for myself, but every day on the planet is another day that my children don't have to know that they've lost their father, although they've lost me, my physical presence, that they can't be around to see what is happening to me and how I am anymore, so they're away, but we communicate through osmosis and through the internet when I'm able to. In fact, it's very difficult to make these videos. I don't want to draw attention to it, but only one side of my face works now. So I don't like to go public with too much of this stuff, mainly because I still don't want my children to know, even when they're grown up, how things ended. But the worst day you'll ever have is the one you'll never see. I've probably heard some of that stuff in the past before. You just have to believe me, people. You have to believe me. If you're having a bad day, there's a million cures to a bad day. There's no cure for death. Okay? So, and please, I beg you, especially in this day of the internet, putting clouds into young people's minds and a sense of nihilism and everything. I've got some of the most depressing songs in the world. I truly do. But as I've always said before, I wrote a song called End Move. I think that was on the 5th of December, actually. It must be something about that day. That was in 1999. And again, you say, well, that's a bad day. But End Move is a 72-minute song. It's got a lot of verses. So many words. I wrote it, and I put music to it, and I recorded it. And it exists. It's an album on its own. I never released it. It was just a personal album. And I used to joke about it when I went to concerts and stuff, you know. The other bands would say, what are you going to do tonight, you know, and they'd tease me because some of my songs used to be quite long, you know. Lady Helen, 22 minutes is one of the most infamous ones, I guess, when I was playing at a concert and the guy came up and he's like, my set was up and I still had 2 verses of the song to go, you know. So you can see I'm a happy-go-lucky fella, even though I'm in the... I'll tell you the truth, I mean, I had to arrange my own funeral today, and I had to send an email to solicitors today saying we need to get the paperwork sorted out pretty darn quick. I'm still here trying to... So I'm cracking jokes, and I'm still hoping that, you know, someone will give me another day on the planet, and I'm still trying to impart some good stuff out in the world. These are good songs, you just need music to it. But the moral behind that day there is, I would give anything to be that guy again, or that young boy. What am I now? I'm 61, so you'll need to do the maths for me. Well, take off 30 and add 1, you know, so I'm in 32 then. 32, you know. So write the songs, have the thoughts, that's fine. But don't dwell into it, okay? If you find yourself in a dark room, find the light switch, turn on the light, okay? Or find the door and go out of that dark room, but go out of it into the light. Don't go out of it into a darker one, okay? Please, I beg of you. I've been Paul Murphy for the last 27 minutes, and you've been extremely kind and generous with your time. Bless you all. Live every second of your life. And if you have children, hug them every chance you get. For me, if they are 4, if they are 14, if they are 40, if they are 94, please God, hug your children every chance you get.